Travis Wayne Goodzone. Easter Sunday for anti-Semitic Christians. I had a comment this morning from that said that misinformation tends to be more popular than the truth. Is that true, Mormons? Do you want to hear the misinformation about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints rather than hear about the truth? Yeah, I worded that wrong, didn't I? No, I didn't. Because the misinformation by both Mormons and ex-Mormons is more popular than my channel, which is telling the truth. So, pop quiz, Mormons. Is the Book of Mormon Christian another testament of Jesus Christ? Yeah, it says so on the cover. 1 Nephi chapter 1 verse 2. Game, set, match. Learning of the Jews. Anti-Semitism. Oops. Misinformation's more popular than the truth. So Joseph Smith's first vision, if the Book of Mormon is the learning of the Jews, is the first vision about Jesus? No, it's not. It's about the Jewish Christ. Verse 40 refers to Deuteronomy. Go through Acts and then back to Deuteronomy. Yeah. Learning of the Jews. Mormons again. Misinformation. Anti-Semitic misinformation. And so, yeah, the whole scriptures on the Joseph Smith papers needs to be re-evaluated as the learning of the Jews. Are you going to do it? Do you not like my tone? You're not going to do it, are you? You're going to stick to Jesus. You're going to stick to Christianity as your claim, that Joseph Smith was Christian, and it was about Jesus, and the Book of Mormon is about Jesus in America. White Jesus in America. Did you watch SNL last night? The cold open. When you take the Book of Mormon as literal history, Christian Jesus, there's some explaining to do, Lucy. I really didn't like it. She was over the top for me. I understand how women think that she was trying to help the women's movement, but I don't think she did. But regardless, many people found her entertaining. I preferred Wonder Woman, a strong, smart woman who saves people. But that's just me. And so the facts of Mormonism are not popular. I'm the only one who's telling them because I'm the only one who knows, because I'm the only one who did the research and study using science, forensic investigation. And so when I do videos talking about how the Book of Mormon came forward, because if it's not literal history, that means somebody contemporary wrote it, and linguistic science tells us Sidney Rigdon is the major author of the Book of Mormon. Excuse me. Not popular, even among ex-Mormons. No, Joseph Smith has to be a fraud, so no, I don't believe Sidney Rigdon did it. Oh my God. Just as bad as Mormons, or when you were Mormon. You don't fight lies with lies. You don't fight misinformation with more misinformation. You fight misinformation with the truth, and it's not going to be popular. It should be. The real story of the coming forth of the Book of Mormon involves murder, a conspiracy plot to overthrow America, and intense action. I'm not sure about sex. I'm unfamiliar with sex. I mean, unless you throw in the Danites, then there was sex. So I guess the real story involves sex too. That tends to get people popular. I notice while checking for SNL, there was a whole bunch of people who did their versions of SNL and put pictures of women. But hilarious as it is, they're trying to be popular. Because women tend to make things popular, don't they? My Katie Couric, one-on-one, that's doing fairly well for non-conference time. But it was the truth. I met her. I didn't know who she was at first. And then yesterday, it clicked. Was it yesterday? No, it was the 7th. The 7th it clicked. 1 month later, for Passover, I finally figured out who it was. But I was watching an episode of House of Cards, and that name popped into my head, and I went, Katie Couric. She is, and some Google search, it is. Ta-da! So I'm getting bored with House of Cards. It's lost its intrigue as it was in the beginning. But nonetheless, I digress. So this is just a quick, simple video. There's lots of stuff that's involved. And what Joseph Smith did with his first visionary accounts, you actually need to study it in connection with the Book of Mormon, because he pulls a Lehi stunt. It was awesome in my 2-hour video yesterday, which is doing fairly well. So anyway, why misinformation, guys? Because people spread the misinformation. People think the misinformation is true. And even though the video that the person commented on was an old video of mine about how the learning of the Jews' Messiah is misunderstood, and it was volume 2 or video number 2, part 2. Why aren't you watching part 1? I told you in the video yesterday, the 2-hour video, that I'm doing them all together, because if I do a part 2, everybody's going to watch part 2 and not watch part 1. And the average viewing has gone up to 23 minutes. Spoiler alert, there's more to the video. But if you're going to get bored with me at the beginning, you're going to miss out on the good stuff, as I'm telling you here, after you've lost interest. So, you got to keep watching, because I tell the truth. I don't do videos to entertain you, to get popular, to get views. The only reason why I want views is because the message that I have is a dire warning that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is false and criminal and seditious conspirators who are seeking to overthrow our government. And put it into the context of what Joseph Smith told us, which is the truth, so it's therefore not popular. It's part of that murder intrigue. Talking about the redemption of Zion in section 103. And verse 15 is where I started there. And then he goes on, therefore I will raise up unto my people, Mormons, a man who shall lead them like as Moses, Deuteronomy 18, led the children of Israel. And so this human who will be a Mormon will rescue Mormons, like Moses did with the house of Israel. For ye are the house of Israel, the children of Israel, the seed of Abraham. Ye must needs be led out of bondage. Shall I go slower for you? By power. Will that be more entertaining and popular? With a stretched out arm. So, Mormon, to free Mormons who are in bondage. Can you figure out who's holding Mormons in bondage? Great and Abominable Church. And is it Jesus? Yeah. The white power Jesus. White supremacist, great and abominable church. Anti-Semitism. Have you caught on now? And so now, reevaluate the church. Change your mind, as I keep telling you with the New Testament lessons, which are not the New Testament, they're learning of the Jews. This isn't popular, I guess. Mormons don't care that they're being held captive. They like to complain, well, why didn't Elizabeth Smart just leave? Now you know why. You're stuck in the church. You won't leave. So, I don't know, not popular.